ahead. So we'll go ahead and start the class with introductions, just to kind of get to know each other a little bit. And then I have a couple things for you to do. Just again, in a form of so we can get to know each other a little bit better. Lori, it looks like you are in a vehicle right now. Hopefully, you can get somewhere where you can participate in some of these activities, which would be great. I'm not sure how much you will be able to do with your cell phone, but you can definitely try and participate as much as you can. So, like I said, we'll start with the introductions, and then I've got a couple things for you to do, and then we will, get into a little bit about the classroom policies, what to expect from this class. Go over the syllabus. I'll show you what your D2L course shell looks like, and a little bit of that. So again, guys, my name is Meha Daruka. I will be your instructor for this class. This is college trigonometry. It's a really fun class. We usually only offer it once a semester, once a year through our Fort Lupton campus. Through the Greeley campus, it's offered every semester. But when we're physically on campus, I teach at the Fort Lupton campus, and so we try to offer this every spring semester. Obviously, right now you guys can be anywhere, and you can take this class, which is great about these remote classes. So that's normally the setup with these courses through our Fort Lupton campus. There will be a little bit of algebra involved because you do have some equation solving. Graphing is definitely going to be a part of this, but you will find that it is just a little bit different from your college algebra course, especially since, like I said, some of you are coming from the college algebra class to this one. But trigonometry is really a fun course. If you can get that first initial basic foundation of this course setup, this is actually a pretty easy course in that sense, but you do have to get that basic foundation of working with your trig functions, a little bit of that geometry aspect that goes into trigonometry, and hopefully we will lay that foundation in chapter 1 for you. So that's kind of where this class will go forward, but just kind of keep in mind you will fall back on a little bit of those algebra skills to help you out. So if a refresher might be if you need to kind of refresh some of those techniques, chapter P in your textbook is a great place to start, because it kind of lays out all those basic algebra rules, and you can always fall back on chapter P even as you are working on other chapters to kind of look up some older information to just acquaint yourself with it. So just kind of keep that in mind. You don't have to have the physical copy of the textbook. You do have the e-text available through WebAssign. So you know how we use MyMathLab for college algebra, we will be using WebAssign because we're actually going with Cengage, the publisher. So instead of MyMathLab, you have WebAssign. And I actually saw that some of you had already accessed it because I can see your name on my gradebook. So I know some of you have kind of looked into it. So you do have access to the e-text, but if you prefer a physical hard copy of the textbook, you're welcome to get that, but you don't have to. It's completely optional. It's up to you. So just to give you a little bit background on myself, I've only been in Colorado since fall of 2018, and I basically moved to Colorado when Ames offered me this job. Before that, I was in Kentucky. I taught at Hopkinsville Community College for 10 years. I was in Cleveland for a while after that, and then we moved to Colorado over here. It's been just a great experience. I actually love Colorado. I think it's such a beautiful state. Anytime I get to look at the mountains is a great day, which they've kind of been hiding behind the storm for last evening or so. Before that, moving to USA, I was actually in India. I grew up in India. That's where I did a lot of my schooling. But I came to US in fall of 2000. So I've been here a little over 20 years. I came as a student. I did my bachelor's in Ohio, and then I have 2 different master's degrees. One of them is in mathematics. I never actually thought I would end up teaching. It just kind of naturally happened. And honestly, I love teaching. And, since I'm seeing some of you come back to me, I hope I've, done a good job of helping you out in your career, in your process through these math classes. And, of course, I hope to keep helping you with this one also. Um, so the first thing we will do is I will actually call on your name and I'll just call them in the order I see them on my screen. So I would just like you to introduce yourself to your classmates, to me, so we can get to know each other a little bit. You know, share some fun facts about yourself if you'd like to, anything you're comfortable sharing with your classmates. Just let us know when was the last time you had a math class. Especially for those of you who are new to my class. If you remember which class it was, that would be really helpful. So when and which math class you took, and like I said, something fun you would like to share about yourself. So I guess, Billy Simpson, you are the first one on my screen.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Billy. I took Math 121 last semester at the Loveland campus. And I actually work full time for a pharmaceutical company. And so I'm doing school part time just to finish my degree. And I'm hoping to get a degree in biology. So,
All right, wonderful. So yeah, I can imagine you've got to be busy.
yeah,
Just as that profession in general, I don't know if COVID has made it even more busier for you.
it's been very busy. Yeah. And then we're homeschooling now too, because, I have a little one as well. And so it's been a very busy year this year. Well, last year. So hopefully 2021 is not as bad.
Definitely, definitely. Well, wonderful. I'm glad you are here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You too. Hi, Abdulaziz.
Hey, what's up? My name is Abdulaziz Talwari. I goes by AB, and my major is mathematics. My fun fact about me is I spoke two language.
Wonderful. Do you want to tell us what those languages are?
The first one is English. The second one is Arabic.
Arabic. All right. Wonderful. Very nice. Thank you. And I actually had Abdulaziz in my college algebra last semester, so that's where he's coming from. All right. Wonderful. Thank you. Hi, Scotty.
Hi, so my name is Scotty Stiegel. The last math class I was in was actually last semester. It was college algebra. I guess something interesting is I love the outdoors.
And definitely the right state for loving the outdoors. Colorado has so many different activities to offer in those sense.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Hi, Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie, and the last math class that I took was Math 121 with Mr. Ruka, and I don't know, I'm a junior in high school. I'm 9, so I just decided to take some Ames classes.
Are you still going through home classes, or are you on campus now?
I'm doing online, but everyone else is doing in person.
Oh, I see. And again, since I had Katie last semester, Katie, how's your foot? Is it all healed and back to normal now?
Yeah, I can run it now.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm glad to see that or hear about it, I guess. Thank you. Hi, James.
Hi. Is my mic on?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Hi, I'm James. This is, I was in Math 121 last semester with Mr. Ruka. Hello again. And also stats last semester. And I'm currently studying for an associate's in economics, and I plan to go to UNC and continue that and get into environmental economics.
All right.
So,
very nice.
yeah. Something interesting, fun. I've always killed every plant I've ever owned, and I just got a money tree and a peace lily. So I'm hoping they survive.
Those are some hard plants to kill, but if you kill those, you might need some help there.
That's why I picked them.
But it's okay. Mom and I killed our peace lily. There's like one leaf left in that whole plant. So you have my sympathies there, James. All right. Very nice. Thank you so much. Hey, Jack. Or John, as you're showing up on your screen.
Yeah, it shows up as John, but I like to go by Jack. I was in math with you last semester, college algebra. Something interesting, I guess. After high school, I worked in California for 4 years, and started to go to school last semester. That was my first semester back. And I'm going for a degree in natural resources management. Going to go to CSU in fall 2021 for that.
All right. Wonderful. Very nice. I didn't realize you had been in California for a while there.
Yeah, I moved there for 4 years.
All righty. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. And I dropped my pencil, so I'm trying to find a new one so I can keep track of your classes. All right. Thank you, guys. Hero Trent.
Hi, my name's Hero. The last math class I took was college algebra in the summer. So I'm definitely gonna have to relearn a few things because I missed a semester. But I also started college classes as a junior in high school too, and I graduated in the spring. And then I'm gonna get my associates this spring. So that's pretty good. That's one fun fact, I guess.
That's wonderful. So technically 1 year of college since you've already done some while you were still in high school.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah. And where are you hoping to transfer to after that?
I'm thinking CU Boulder. I haven't gotten accepted yet, but I'm hoping. CU Boulder or CSU.
Okay, yeah, both really good schools. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, thank you. Hey, Raymond.
Hello, I'm Ray Ballard. Last time I took a math class was summer, and so I'm a little nervous taking this trig class. About me, I got 4 kids. I'm a space system operator in the Air Force, and my degree, I am not sure what I'm going for.
Oh, okay. And what was that math class you took in the summer? College algebra?
Yeah, it was college algebra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 kids. Wow, they've got to keep you busy, right?
Oh, definitely, especially with this homeschooling.
I've got 0 kids and I have no time, so I don't know how you do with 4 kids. So I am, you have all my support wherever I can give you. My goodness. Can't even
Well, thank
imagine
you.
what that's like.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. Hi, Case.
Hi, what's up, guys? My name's Case. This is my first semester at Ames. The last math class I took was college algebra my senior year in high school, and I'm going to school to be for a degree in computer science.
Ah, computer science. Okay. And what was that last time you had the college algebra?
My senior year in high school, so that'd be last year.
Oh, last year. Okay. All righty. Thank you very much. Yeah, in computer science, you will definitely see different applications of trigonometry in there. So that's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. And I am going to apologize because I know I may not say this correctly. Is it Shueb? Or if just tell me how you say your name.
Yeah, it's Shuaib.
Shueb, okay.
I go by Shu.
By Shu, okay. Okay, go ahead.
So last math class I had was, I think, college algebra last semester.
Okay. And anything else you'd like to share about yourself with us?
Something interesting. I don't know. I play soccer, so I love soccer.
So do you call it soccer or do you call it football?
I call it football.
Yeah, that's what we call that in India too. All righty, very nice, very good, thank you. Hey, Lori, do you want to chime in there? Okay, so you're on mute. I'm not sure if you are saying anything or not. You can't get any voice. So guys, I actually had Lori in class with me in summer of 2020. Hopefully, Lori, we can get you in a situation where you are able to kind of participate in class. If you want to share anything about yourself, feel free to send it through chat and I will relay it to your classmates, okay? All righty. So let's see, how about Christopher Cook? Okay, did I lose him? Okay, about Lori, she is going for an HR degree at CSU. Yeah, all righty, very nice, very good. Okay, okay, there you are, Christopher. Okay, looks like you are on mute.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, my name is Chris. I'm trying to get an electrical engineering degree. The last class I took was college algebra. It was last summer. I did enroll in the trigonometry last semester, I think, and I just didn't have the time to participate in the class actively. So I figured this would be the best time for me. I too played soccer forever in college and some semi-pro when I was younger, and I have to have hip surgery in February. So I figured I'll have plenty of time to recover and study hard. So that's my gig.
Oh, wow, bless your heart. Well, good luck with that. My goodness, sounds painful.
Yeah, thanks. I saw the doctor last week. He said it's pretty in and out. It's not a knee. It doesn't have a lot of bending to it. It's just the ball socket. So, but it's still a major operation. They cut the ball off. I got a prosthetic leg from there on. So.
Oh, wow. Wow. My goodness. Well, let me know if I can be of any assistance, with class or whatever you need. And,
yeah, I'll be in contact. I think my class, this is a Monday, Wednesday class, and my operation is going to be February 3rd. And I believe that's a Wednesday as of right now. So.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And we'll definitely work with you through recovery and all of that. So yeah, but, good luck with that. My goodness. I cannot even imagine what that must feel like. So good luck.
Yeah, it stinks. So
yeah,
thanks.
thank you. But I'm glad you are here with us. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so some of your videos actually moved around on me. So let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody here. So again, if I say your name incorrectly, I apologize, but is it Eusebia de la Cruz?
It's Eusebia.
Eusebia, okay.
The last time I took math was last semester, college algebra. And an interesting fact about me is I'm bilingual. I speak 2 languages.
Okay, and what languages do you speak?
English and Spanish.
Very good. I can order beer in Spanish. That's how far my Spanish goes. All right, wonderful. Well, I'm glad you are here. Thank you so much. All righty. Lowell. Hey.
Hello, my name is Lowell. Last time I did a math class was actually last semester with Professor Jaruka for college algebra. And an interesting fact about me is actually I am one of 4 children who was homeschooled by my parents as well.
Oh, I didn't realize you were homeschooled.
Yeah, for my entire life. Last semester was actually my first time ever doing school. A little disappointed I didn't get to go in person and get the experience of like college, but still excited and happy to be here.
All right, and I'm glad you are back in my classroom. That's really exciting. Very nice. Good to have you.
Well, thank you.
All righty, very nice. Is it Osvaldo Dominguez?
Yeah, it's Osvaldo, but you can call me Ozzy.
Okay.
The last time I was in math class was college algebra last semester with Ronald Lamb, Math 121.
Okay.
And I'm going for a science engineering degree for hopefully architectural engineering.
Oh my God, you will definitely need quite a bit of trigonometry in that for sure.
Yeah, sure.
All righty, very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess that brings us to, and again, I apologize if I'm saying your name incorrectly. Is it Halib? Halib?
It's Halib.
Halib, okay.
Yeah. Last time I took a math class was, I believe it was last spring semester. I actually took Trig 122, but because of personal reasons, I had to drop the class. And so now
Oh,
I'm trying again.
so about a year ago is basically what you're saying you had the trig?
Yeah, about a year ago.
Got
And
it.
interesting fact about me is I like playing basketball, I guess, and I like playing soccer too.
You know, we could start a mini team with the three of you in here. We just need to get more of you guys to play soccer so we can have a whole, Math 122 soccer team going here. All righty, very nice. Thank you so much, Ali. All right, I think I got all of you because, like I said, some of your screens actually keep moving out of order, but I've got all 16 of you guys in here. I am very excited to have you in class. Hopefully we will make a good semester out of this one. So what I would like you to do is, again, just a couple things before we look at our course information is, if you have not had a chance to accept that invitation I sent you for remind.com, and I'll tell you what this is about, but I will go ahead and send you a link, and this will actually be coming through the chat here in Zoom. So you should see a little chat pop up with this link for remind.com. So this is actually a service I found out about towards the end of last semester. And what it does is it actually helps me send you reminders. So depending on what you sign up for, you can sign up for this through your cell phones if you want to get a text message. You can sign up for email. You can sign up for both. I guess what you get to see, so it's not going to be your personal email address or anything of that sort. So all it does is it gives me a chance to send you a reminder. If we have assignments or homework or exam coming up, I can send you a reminder saying, hey guys, don't forget, you're working on this. So like I said, they don't share your cell phone numbers or anything with me, but if you prefer to leave a text message instead of an email, you can do that. If you prefer to receive an email on school or personal email address, we don't miss out on these reminder messages. So they may ask you for a class code if you click on the link. So your class code is just ACC MAT 122. So that's ACC, for Ames Community College, and then Math 122 for your course number. So, go ahead, sign up for the reminders, because if you don't send those, since all of us see you phones, it kind of nice reminders. So, just click on that and go ahead and that reminder. So request, I've already gone ahead and added you, and then let's see, a couple of you are still not in there. So just take your time. When you're ready, go ahead and click on that link, get it set up. And then the next one that I'm actually sending you the link is for a student information sheet that Ames has come up with. And this is just to get an idea of what your semester looks like. Again, if you have a declared major, how many classes you are taking, if you're working full-time or part-time, or maybe, not working right now, because it kind of gives me an idea of what your overall semester looks like. Are you going to be busy with other classes, full-time job, like Raymond said, he had 4 kids, so they are keeping him also busy. So it kind of gives us a kind of just a general idea of, what your time would look like. Are you interested in working alone? Are you okay if you have to work in groups? And so just an overall, obviously we're not asking for any personal information. So the second link that I just sent you is for Google Forms. You will see it's got just a basic list of questions. If you will just go ahead and answer those questions, so it gives me a little bit of a further idea about kind of what your semester is going to look like. So just do the remind.com link and then the forms for Google link. So you should have got both of them in your chat messages now. And again, Lori, since you are on your phone, I'm not sure how this would look for you. You know, if that's something you're unable to do right now, just send me an email and I can send you those links through email and you can do that later on. But those of you who are able to do it right now, go ahead and take care of that. So the remind.com and the Google Forms.
Where's the remind.com at?
Okay, so let me send that link out again to you. Okay, so I'm sending the remind.com link again. And the class code it will ask for. And in case you didn't get it, I will send you the Google form link again. Okay, so just those two things, if you would please do that as you can. It looks like I'm getting a couple more requests coming through on remind.com. That looks good. So I've got 13 of the 16.
Where did you send the links through?
So it should be on the chat of your Zoom. So I don't know if you're seeing a little message pop up at the bottom of your Zoom screen. You may have to open it separately. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. And again, through the chat, you will see the Google Forms link also, if you would again. I'll give you a couple minutes to work on both of them. Yes, I'm already getting one response coming through on the Google form. Looks like Raymond, that was you. That looks good. Okay, so 2 responses so far, and looks like both of you prefer working alone. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you like working in groups because sometimes your classmates can actually help you out if you're stuck on something. That's very true. Very nice. Yeah, it looks like some of you have a pretty decent work week in terms of how many hours you're working. Okay. Yeah, one of you said sometimes your classmates would have the same questions as yourself, and you can kind of help each other out again. Okay, looks like some of you do prefer working on your own. If you don't understand, then maybe they could help you out. For very true, for sure, definitely. Okay, very nice. Yeah, good responses coming from you guys. Okay, looks like one of you did pre-calc last year. So yeah, you will see a little bit of overlap between what you talked about in a pre-calc course with the trig, because some of those, trig identities and stuff would have been discussed in a pre-calculus course as well. Okay, very nice. So I'll give you guys another minute or two here. I do want to spend some time talking, through the course syllabus and showing you what we have in your D2L course shell, because, this is a smaller class. Since this is a 3 credit hour course, we're only in class for an hour and a half. So it's not as long as, the college algebra course, which is a 4 credit hour class. So we do have a little bit of a smaller time frame in this one. So I want to make sure we are able to discuss those. So maybe another minute, guys, and then I would like to get into the D2L course shell. Okay, in that last question where it says what my instructor should know, one of you said you have a lot of questions to ask. That's great. Never hesitate to ask a question. One of you said you're happy to be here, and I'm really glad that you guys are here in class with me. I'm really excited about this course. I love trigonometry. It's a great course. A little bit different from college algebra, so I really enjoy teaching it just because it gives me also something different to talk about. And obviously, as you can see from the responses, this is the first time for many of you taking this course, so this should be very, very exciting. One of you said you're slow at math and get nervous before tests, and that's understandable. But again, the goal here is to get you prepared so you feel confident when you're getting to your exams. And again, guys, I am here to help you out in whatever capacity that I can. So never hesitate to reach out to me. So while you guys are finishing up your Google form over there, I will actually go ahead and get started in our D2L course shell, because I would like to show some of those resources and stuff to you while I have you here with me. So let me go under student mode so I can kind of show you what it looks like when you are looking at it. So this is your college trigonometry course shell. There's some new announcements that came through earlier today, but if you have logged into your course last week, you should have seen this welcome message. So you do have the Zoom classroom link, which is one of the links I would imagine you guys use to get into class today. Some more links for your course syllabus, class meetings, office hours, some other things that I have included in the course information. So I'll show you that. WebAssign, when I was looking at it earlier, these were the names that showed up on my roster in WebAssign. So I know you guys have had a chance to at least go in and look at WebAssign. If you haven't, then we definitely want to make sure. Let me see if I can refresh this and see more names. So yeah, 2 more of you have added on in there. So if you're not seeing your name in here, that just means you haven't actually logged into WebAssign yet. But once you do, your name will show up over here. So basically what I wanted you to do, just as a heads up, was read the course syllabus, log into WebAssign, and forward your D2L email to your Gmail. Because when you do that, you just have to go and check your email in one location, and you don't have to keep going into the Gmail app to look at the ames.edu email address, and you don't have to come to D2L to look at what your instructors are sending you. So the easiest way to forward your D2L to your Gmail is click on your name, and you should see account settings underneath when that little window opens up. So if you click on account settings, it opens up on this page. You actually want to go to that email tab you see on the right hand side or towards the middle of your screen. You want to click on that email tab over here. And once you get in there, something is slow. Okay, so once you get into email, just scroll all the way down to the bottom of that page, and you will see the forwarding options. So all you have to do is check this little box over here and then put your ames.edu email address, and then you just save and close your settings, and you are good to go. It can take a couple minutes for the transfer to happen. But in this way, what you have to do is then you just have to check your email by going into the Gmail app or the Gmail account, and all of your emails are going to be in one same place, and it makes it a lot easier. As you can see, that's what I have done. And so no matter where you send me your email, I will most definitely get it. Now, if you go under class list from the top of your navigation bar, you will also see this is where you can send email to your classmates, to me. If you want to send an email out to everybody or just one person, you kind of have that option of doing that right here from D2L. Under content is basically where you are going to find all of your class information, handouts, syllabus, access to WebAssign, and all of those things. So the first thing, hopefully by default, it will take you to your course information module over here. So you can see we have the course syllabus there. I have included the Zoom classroom link for our meetings on Monday, Wednesdays from 11:15 to 12:30. So that's in here. I've also included the link for Zoom office hours, and Zoom office hours are 1 to 2 p.m. from Monday through Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's 1 to 2 p.m. If that time doesn't work for you, if you're in class or you're going back to work or whatever it might be, we can try and find other times to meet. So, if you don't make that time, that's okay. Just let me know and we'll make another appointment to meet. We can do it through Zoom or some other ways. Important exam dates are also available under your course syllabus. But if you just wanted to know when your assignments will be due, when the homework, quizzes, and exam is going to be due, you can come to this little page and take a look at it so you can see. Chapter 1 is a pretty big chapter. It's got 8 sections. So we actually break it up into 4 and 4 sections. So the first 4 sections are exam 1, and the last 4 sections are exam 2. And then the third exam is going to be for chapter 2. And then for the fourth exam, we combine chapters 3 and 4. The only other chapter after that is chapter 6, and as soon as we finish chapter 6, we go into the final exam. So there's really not a separate exam for chapter 6. So these would be the 4 exams you will be doing, and then we go into final exam. So you asked me a question, Hero, how are the exams conducted? So the exams will be through WebAssign, and they will be done in class. So it's actually going to be a combination of online and in person. Those of you who were with me in 121, you have already done this format. So what happens is, guys, we actually take the exam in class, but you guys are like you are right now at home. You will just log into Zoom. I will give you the password once you come to class, and you stay on Zoom with me as you're taking the exam, kind of like if you were doing exam, in a classroom. And then you are welcome to leave once you finish your exam and you're done with it. So we will be doing them live together through Zoom while we're in class. So those are kind of the dates. Sometimes these dates have to be changed or moved around if we need to spend a little bit more time discussing a chapter or a section. So if we need to move these dates, I will let you know what we will be moving them to. But for now, those are kind of the guidelines to help you. So no, you don't need to show me your desktop or what you are working on. If you get a question wrong and you want to discuss that with me, we can kind of talk about what process you used to solve that problem, and then I can kind of see if I can give you partial credit or not. So, but otherwise, you don't have to show me anything. You just stay on Zoom with me while you're taking the exam. Math tutoring. So, obviously I'm your resource for any help, but if you're unable to get in touch with me or you want to work with a tutor, we do have remote tutoring available through Greeley's campus. So you have to make appointments with them. Again, just COVID times have, we've had to do some innovations here. So you can email the tutor at mathtutor@ames.edu, and they give you a time slot when they can meet with you. So that information is there for you. Professor Ray Brown has a lot of resources on his website. Again, if you just need to refresh some of your algebra skills, you can go to his website and find some videos and other resources. And then at the bottom, again, I have included some extra links for you to help you out with the different information, there. So just kind of look through that. Again, I have included instructions for how you can forward your D2L email to your ames.edu. So it's a PDF document if you want to, kind of look through that. Now, on the left-hand side of this page, you will see the table of contents. So we are in course information right now. If you click on Web Assign, it should take you to this link. It looks a little bit differently for me because I am, I have an instructor account. So all it does, it lets me sign in and then takes me directly to my instructor page. I'm not sure what it would look like at your end, but I'm hoping when you click on it, it lets you sign in or create an account and sign in, and then it should take you to the student view of this page, which is what I'm guessing the rest of you did who are already into the class. And I can see my roster just bumped up to 14 students, so 2 more of you have made it in. So just go through your D2L content over here, and then on the left-hand side, click on Web Assign, and hopefully that's the same way you should be able to log in to your account, once you have created the initial login. You will notice underneath the Web Assign on the left-hand side, you have class handouts. So as you can see over here, all your handouts are already in here. They're broken down into chapters and sections. So the unit circle is just a tool we will be using. So it's a photograph, it's a image that you can download. It really comes in handy. So that's probably something you want to just keep it ready, if you want to print it out or whatever you can. But then you will see your handouts from the different sections over here. And like I said, it goes all the way to chapter 6. So not a whole lot of chapters in there, but obviously we'll be covering a lot of information from each one of these sections. So these are your class handouts. These classroom lectures that I have over here are from last spring when we were teaching this class. So half of this class, was done on campus in person, and half of it was done at home. So some of these are lectures that I have just recorded myself without an audience. And that's going to be, the second half of the class. And then the first lectures were recorded while we were in a classroom. So just as a reference, the link is going to take you to a YouTube video link. So watch the video lecture, so at least you have an idea of what we're going to be talking about, what topics we are going to be covering, and then we will do, lecture in class, but it's not going to be a traditional lecture where, I'm just talking and you are listening. So if you already watch these video lectures before you come to class, you will have an idea of what we're discussing, And then, we can go over examples, answer any questions. If you got stuck on homework, we can answer those questions. So I want our class time to be more interactive than, just traditional lecture where I'm just, talking to you about the content. So, just look through those video lectures. Of course, on Wednesday, we'll start lecturing. So you want to look through, sections 1.1 and 1.2 at least for Wednesday's class. So you can come right here to classroom lectures and look through, the first 2 sections from chapter 1 over here. So just to show you what all information you had available here in content. Now let's go back to course information, and I do want to look through the course syllabus so you're familiar with the classroom policies and stuff. So your course syllabus again is a PDF document that you should be able to open up and download if you want to, but I've actually already got it open here on my computer. So let's take a look through this. So the first page is just general information, what your course number is. This is a 3 credit hour class, like I said, not a 4 credit hour like your college algebra. You just asked me where you can get the e-textbook. So let me get into student mode, because I know student mode looks a little different than my side. Okay. Oh, there you go. So right there, I don't know if you can kind of see at the top of the screen where you have the little blue navigation bar. On the right middle part, it shows you my ebooks. So when you click on my ebooks, you can see how that little window popped up with the image of the textbook with the Trig 10th edition. When you click on that, it should take you to the e-text version. So, and you can see they're breaking it down
I
by
have a question.
chapters. Yeah, go ahead.
So we have to pay for the WebAssign?
So what they have actually started doing now at Ames is when you paid for this class, they add on the registration fee or whatever you want to call it for the WebAssign at that time. In the past, you would only pay for the class, and then once you got into class, you would have to buy the access to, MyMathLab, WebAssign, or whatever program you were using. But now they have started calling this first day access. So they actually give you a little bit of a discounted price if they can, and they add that registration fee for the software right when you pay for the class. So now you will not be asked to pay anymore. They've already put it on to your tuition.
It's saying I have 7 days remaining for a free trial.
Okay, when did you sign up for this class?
I had to sign into it to Cengage for another class, and then when I clicked WebAssign, it just signed me in.
Yeah, it should automatically take you there, but if it's showing you 7 days, then that might be something I will need to ask the bookstore about that. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm not the only one that it's telling that too.
Sabia, Hero.
Yeah, same here.
I will ask, is it everybody in class? Yeah. Okay, I will ask the bookstore what is going on, because that's what they had told me. Scotty, so you are saying no, so you are not getting the 7-day message? Okay, so for some reason they have given you full access, but not your classmates? Technology, right? You gotta love it.
The only thing that I can see that has anything to do with 7 days is I can click for a free trial for Cengage Unlimited.
Okay, and I think that's a different part of Cengage where they give you some other stuff, but basic WebAssign should be available to you through your class. But I will talk to the bookstore and find out what's going on. It may just be a matter of the bookstore fixing something. But you are, a lot of you have told me on chat that all of you are seeing that 7-day trial thing. Okay. So yeah, I will look into this after class and give you guys an update once I find out what the bookstore tells me. But as far as the textbook goes, you should be able to do that right here from the top of your student view page where it says my ebooks. Oh, okay, Lori, you purchased a membership last semester. So I would imagine that's probably what you are kicking into when you sign up to WebAssign. Okay, this is interesting. And yeah, I'm kind of glad that we had a chance to go over this, so at least I can find out what issues you are seeing at your end as a student. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. So just kind of keep in mind, if this is a 3 credit hour class, then that basically means yeah, Cengage is the only material required because, I'll be giving you a couple supplemental handouts, which are already in D2L, those unit circle, and I'll give you polar coordinates later on, but the extra stuff I will provide. But as far as the software you will need for doing your assignment is going to be WebAssign or, through Cengage. So that's all you need to have. As far as the textbook goes, that's completely optional.
Do we need calculators?
Yes, scientific calculators, but if you have a graphing calculator, that would be fine. I wouldn't want you to go and buy anything new, so you can use scientific or graphing calculator, whatever you have available at home with you. So as I was saying, since this is a 3 credit hour class, we meet for technically 3 hours, when we have these lectures Monday, Wednesday, but that means for each hour of class time, you are spending 2 hours outside, working on assignments, studying for exams and quizzes, preparing yourself for these assignments, doing the coursework and that kind of thing. So you have 3 hours plus the 6 hours additional for how much you have to put into this class. So, 9 hours are dedicated to this class each week. Then depending on how many other classes you are taking, your job, kids, personal life, whatever else that might be going on. So make sure you are doing some time management. If it helps to write down and kind of make a rough schedule, so okay, this is when I'll be working on this class, this is when I'll be doing, work that you are doing, this is when I'll be with my family. So it kind of helps you navigate your day a little bit better, because it can get overwhelming pretty easily. Again, your Zoom classroom meetings is a link to get to this class that you are in right now. So just another place where you can find the link. We meet Monday, Wednesdays, 11:15 to 12:30. This is a 16-week class, so we go from January to May. My contact information, you have both my email addresses, but all of them get sent to the same location. I am based out of the Fort Lupton campus, so that's where my physical office is, but of course we're working remotely this semester. I do prefer to be addressed as Ms. Daruka, so just something to remember. Ames has done this amazing thing where they have moved our phones starting this semester to a cloud phone service, Avaya. And so if you call my office phone number, which is listed here, it should actually ring on the laptop. I haven't received any calls yet, so I'm not sure how it's supposed to work, but it should be just like a regular phone call, and I can put my headset on and have a conversation with you. So you do have that option to call me. Obviously regular business hours is probably when I'll be available if I'm not in class. Zoom office hours, again, a link over here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 1 to 2 p.m. If those times don't work for you, we can set up another appointment. You have till January 27th. If you think, okay, this class is not working out, or it's a time conflict or some other thing is going on. If you drop the class, it does not show up on your transcript, and I think there is the possibility of a refund also. If you decide to withdraw the class, that date is April 7th, but it does show up as a W on your transcript that you took the class but then withdrew from it. Just some links for your academic calendar, student services. We do offer a lot of different services for students, of course, tutoring. We have counseling, RD's Pantry, the Student Emergency Fund, which does like a one-time $500 help. So anytime you feel like, you would like some extra help, that's available. Of course, we have the Diversity and Inclusion Office, Disability Access Services Office. So a lot of different services that you have available as a student. So, if there's something you want to explore, definitely look at that. So as you can see, the prerequisite for this class is, Math 121 or a course higher than that. And, just from what you guys told me, most of you have taken your college algebra last semester, so it's still pretty fresh in your mind, which is great. Just make sure you click on that link for the standard syllabus, just to see some of the other policies that applies to you as a student taking classes at Ames. So just the name of your textbook, it's by Ron Larson, Trigonometry 10th edition. That is optional since you have the ebook available, but WebAssign is required. Traditionally the math department wants you to use scientific calculators over graphing calculators, but like I said, whichever one you have available at home, use that. Scientific or graphing, you're fine with either one of them. Okay. So just a general course description here, obviously we will be talking about trigonometric functions, their graphs, their inverse functions and identities. Those are going to be some of the first few things we get into. We'll talk about how to solve these trig equations, look at them in the geometric definition by solving triangles and that sort of thing. We'll talk about complex numbers, polar coordinates. Polar coordinates, we're really going to be doing more introduction than in-depth because by the time we get to them, we're close to the end of the semester, but we'll definitely introduce and do some basic examples with polar coordinates as we get to that point. So just your course learning outcomes, what are the required outcomes we need to work on? Some of them are recommended. So if time permits, we'll do the recommended ones, but we'll definitely go over the required ones. Just a breakdown of each of those topics. If you wanted to look at that, you can. This is a guaranteed transfer course, which I think is such an amazing thing that Colorado does, because you can take this course at any 2-year or 4-year college, but you're able to transfer it to, again, any higher education institution in Colorado. So, if you are going to CSU, CU, CNU, doesn't matter which university you go to, this course will transfer just laterally, which is so great because, then you don't have to worry about, do I meet that class requirement or not? So just, whatever their learning outcomes and expectations are, Ames has its own common learning outcomes. And, we of course try to address those in these courses. So those first few pages are just really a lot about these general course requirements, the learning outcomes and that kind of thing. But when you get to page 5, this is where we get into our classroom policies, specific to this class. So attendance is mandatory. Of course, you are going to get the most out of this class by attending. With these remote classes, the general idea is instead of meeting in person in a classroom setting on campus, we are substituting that with remote learning. So the idea is class meets every Monday and Wednesday at 11:15. So you should be here at 11:15 through Zoom instead of in person. If for some reason you think you're not going to be able to make it to class, email me, let me know what's going on, why you will not be there. You can get in touch with a classmate to find out what you missed. Or, I will be recording our lecture, so you can always just go into D2L and look through the lecture for that day that you missed so you can catch up and see what happened. By attending, by participating, you're going to honestly get the most out of this class. So try and do that. We meet for 30 class periods the whole semester. So we'll be meeting 30 times in this class. So that gives you 1 point for each day, and that's 30 attendance points that you can get. So if you come to class on time and leave when the class is dismissed, you get 1 full point for attendance. If you're late or have to leave early for some reason, you only get half a point. If you're not even going to be in class for less than half the time of the class, or if you happen to be late and you had to leave early, so you're kind of missing the beginning and the end of the class, then you get no attendance points. And if you're missing the entire class, you get no attendance points. Now, your attendance points are important because for you to be able to take your chapter exams, you have to have a minimum of 90% attendance. So, we count from day 1. And by the time we get to the first exam, I will look at your attendance and see, do you have 90% attendance or have you lost points and you don't have? Because if you don't meet the 90% requirement with attendance, you will not be able to take your chapter exams. And the same thing applies to the final exam. So by the time we get to the end of the semester with the final exam, and again, you don't have, 90% attendance, which comes out to be 27 points or more. If you have 27 points or more, you get to take the final exam. If you have less than 27 points, you don't get to take the final exam. So it's just that 90% requirement for all exams, chapter exams or final exams. Now, some things I learned last semester and the semester. So Hero, there are no makeup exams, and I will talk about what happens if, for some reason you do miss an exam, if it's based on attendance or, something else. So I'll talk about what happens in there. So, when we're talking about attending class, you should really be attending class as though you were in a classroom. So, lying in bed and attending class is not really attending class, because trust me, 9 out of 10 times you are going to fall asleep. You're going to doze off on me. So that's not attending class. Driving or traveling in a vehicle is not attending class. And Lori, I know today is the first day, so we will let you do that for today. But just going forward, when you're attending class, you cannot be driving or even as a passenger traveling, because there are distractions no matter what. So, that's definitely something we want to try and avoid when we can. If you're at work and trying to do things around your work that you're required to do, but you're just, keeping your cell phone on the class meeting, that's not attending class either, because you are distracted again with things going on around you. So you have to treat this as though you were in a classroom, sitting in your chair and desk and, attending class. So we want to give you the same experience here. So, try and minimize those distractions as you can. Obviously, if you fall asleep, that's just zero attendance, because, obviously something happened that you did not do if you fell asleep, if you were tired, you were lying in bed, or, whatever was happening. If you can, you want to try and, keep your phones away so you're not, again, getting distracted by them. If you can be isolated in a room where, your people around the house are not going to bother you, so you can kind of take that hour, 15 minutes, set it aside for class time so you don't have any distractions, would be great. All those kind of things to make sure you are, maintaining the attendance in class really well. So like
Mr.
I said,
Ruka, if I may.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Chris.
I took the day off of work. I do work full time, and I manage about 8 H-2B workers, who don't speak any English and stuff like that. So I will be at work a lot of these days, but I, have it already arranged that I can seclude myself in my truck, my work vehicle, with my laptop or my tablet to participate in the class. Is that going to be sufficient enough? I mean, I will set
Yeah,
aside.
as long as you're not driving or traveling, if you're just
No.
like in your parking lot, which I would worry about you sitting out in the cold, but
No,
if
I have a really nice work truck, so I'll be fine.
okay, so as
And
long as
this more, I'll be able to attend the classes up until my surgery. Obviously, I'm going to be preoccupied that day, and then my recovery time won't interfere at all. I'll be at home, but I anticipate at some point, late February, April, I'm going to have to go back to work, or March, I'm going to have to go back to work, and
Right.
take care of business. So
yeah, and
to make
just
sure that's okay, 'cause
remind
I'm not
me.
going to be lying in bed.
Yeah, remind me if I forget, if I make a comment about you being in your vehicle, just remind me that you've already talked to me about it, because, going forward, I may not remember. But yeah, as long as you're in a stationary vehicle and, you're not getting distracted by the driving and all of that, you should be okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, I do appreciate you telling me. Yeah, thank you. So again, guys, keep in mind, you do have the access to the video lectures from the spring semester of last year, when the last time I taught this class. So, make sure you are keeping up with those lectures, watch those lectures before coming to class, so you know what topic we are going to be working on and what examples we will be looking at. Again, remember to keep your cameras turned on, keep them on you, so that I can take a look at you, avoid being in a dark room where I honestly can't even look at you and you've just got the glow from the screen on your face, because again, I prefer to look at you. Even right now, I have, my little window open with your little video showing, because I can look at your expression and I can know if you're understanding what we're talking about, if I've lost you, if you need extra help. So some of you I know told me that you were having trouble with your video for today, which is fine. But going forward, you have to keep your videos turned on. So just make every effort to leave those videos on. Just keep them on mute so the background noise will not affect us. But I do need to be able to see your faces. So just make sure you have that, ready to go if possible by the next class, get whatever issues you're having fixed. Another thing, after 10 minutes of class starting, you will not be allowed to enter the class. So if you are late by more than 10 minutes, you will not be able to get into class for that day, which means you will have 0 attendance points for that day. Now, if you know that you are going to be late, there's something going on, email me beforehand. Let me know that, hey, Ms. Daruka, this is what's happening, but I will be there and I will give you permission to enter the class. But if you don't tell me and it's been 10 minutes, which, for our class would be after 11:25, you will not be allowed into the class. So just don't be any more late than 10 minutes. If it's the first couple minutes after class starts, I don't count that as late. But, if it's been 3-4 minutes since class has started and you're still not here, I will count that as being late to class. So just kind of keep that in mind. I don't know if Zoom asked you. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I just had a quick question. So it says the class starts at 11:15, but I did receive an email when class started that it says 11. So it's 11:15.
Because Zoom doesn't let me put in 11:15 in there. When I put 11:15, it goes back to 11. So it only lets you do in half an hour time frames. So officially our class starts at 11:15, but Zoom lets me start it at 11 for some reason. I mean, if you log in, it's fine before. Usually it will let me open up the class right at 11. But, I actually have a class that ends at 10:55. So I take a 5-10 minute break just to go grab some quick snack or water or something. So I may not open up our classroom right away, but yeah, feel free to log in right at 11 if you want to, not a problem. Yeah, Zoom kind of does funny things with its timing. So again, I don't know if Zoom asked you for a password or not. Today they would have asked you to register, but you wouldn't have to register again going forward. But if they ask you for a password, it's right here under the Zoom classroom heading. During Monday through Friday, I will try to reply back to you if I can right away when I get your email, or at least within 24 hours and less if possible. Over the weekend, the timing can take a little bit longer, just depending on what's going on. If it's an urgent question, and it should actually say, ask me during class or during office hours, because we're not on campus right now, or send me, an email. If you can try the phone number, you're definitely welcome to try the office phone. So, just get in touch with me if it's something important. Your grading scale is pretty standard. 90 to 100 is A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 is a D. So all of these are considered passing grades. Anything below 60% is a failing grade, it's an F. So the breakdown for your grades is homework, quizzes, and assignments are all combined together into 40%. Your chapter exams, the chapter 1, 2, 3, 4 exams, those are 40%, and then your comprehensive final exam is going to be 20%. Again, like I said, we use WebAssign to do, all of these assignments. And most of you are already in there, so that's really great. So there will be homework on each section of, each section that we are going to go over. For taking your quiz and your exam, you do have a 90% grade requirement on the homework. So you have to make sure you have 90% on each homework section before you can take the quiz and the exam for that chapter. So your first exam is going to be on sections 1.1 to 1.4. So you want to make sure each of those sections has a grade of 90% before you can open up the quiz and the exam. You do not need 90% on the quiz. You just need, yeah, Hero, you do have multiple chances to fix any questions you might get wrong, to try and take them again to get the right answer for sure. So for exams, guys, basically you need to have 90% attendance and 90% on homework sections. For quiz, you only need to have 90% on homework sections, and you get 3 attempts on your quizzes. Yeah, I did put that in there. So you do get 3 attempts on your homework, on your quizzes. So if you don't like the grade on your quiz, you can try it multiple times, 3 times at the most. So chapter exams, and I think Hero, you had asked me that question. So if for some reason you do miss a chapter exam, if it was because of attendance, or maybe you didn't finish your homework, or maybe something else happened. So you don't have makeup exams, but I will give you the option to drop your lowest chapter exam score. So out of the 4 exams for the chapters that you are going to be taking, if you take all 4 of them, the lowest chapter exam grade is dropped. If you happen to miss one of them, that 0 will be dropped. So that's what I do instead of doing makeup exams. Now, if for some reason you end up missing 2 exams or more, then only one of those zeros will be dropped, but the others will stay. So, I guess technically the maximum you can miss is 1 exam and it not affect your grade. Now, this does not apply to the final exam, because the final exam is a whole different category. So just for the chapter exams, you are able to drop the lowest score.
If I may.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I just don't know how else to do it. So am I able, like, hypothetically, if the exam is February 3rd and I'm going into surgery, I'm just SOL? I can't take the exam.
No, because
early or
surgery
anything?
is a whole different thing. Now, if you
Okay.
chose not to take your exam, that's different, right?
I
But
just want to make
surgery
sure
is a
because,
different thing. Yeah.
it's kind of out of my control. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Thank
so
you.
we can work around that schedule, so yeah, if a family member falls sick, and obviously you didn't anticipate that happening, if that coincides, I will work with you. But if it's because you didn't finish homework or your attendance is not 90%, then that's a different situation. So we'll definitely go case by case with whatever's going on with you guys. So remember, when we say comprehensive, that means everything from the entire semester. So from beginning to end, will all go into the final exam. So, we cover everything from the entire semester in your final exam. So just again, remember guys, 90% attendance to be eligible to take your final exam also. So we want to make sure you are keeping good attendance. For all of these exams, we will be doing them in class, like I said, through Zoom. So, we want to make sure we are still maintaining the integrity for the course. So try and be in a room where if you can be alone, by yourself, you have no distractions, and you can take that hour, 15 minutes of class time and dedicate it to your exam. And, I want you to succeed. So the less distractions you have, the better it is for you. For the exams, especially, I do want you to use scientific or graphing calculators. Do not use your cell phone or tablets or something like that as your calculator, just because they have other things on there. So, during exam, just try and just use a traditional calculator when you're taking these. Same dates that you saw in D2L are here for your chapter exams. And if we need to move these dates ahead, because we're still talking about these sections, we can definitely talk about those as we move forward. Just your student code of conduct, things you should know in terms of academic excellence, integrity, civil discourse, and those kind of things. Just your rights as a student. You can look through the code of conduct. Just some helpful tips to, succeed in the class. Make sure your attendance is really good. Keep up with your assignment, guys. I think that's the biggest thing, especially if you have a lot of other things going on. Don't put the math stuff for the very end, because, you may get to what's our first date, February 1st. It may be, January 31st, and you're like, oh my God, I've got 4 sections of homework, a quiz, and an exam I need to do. And, that can be overwhelming. Please do not wait till the end. Try and do a little bit of homework every day, half a section, 1 section, whatever you are able to. Do a little bit every day, so you are, kind of breaking it up into chunks and, tackling smaller tasks each day. If you don't understand anything, ask me questions, reach out, don't hesitate. Please send me an email or call me, or, ask me in class. and I will try and help you out to the best possible way that I can. Just keep in mind, if you miss class, try and make up by watching the lectures. Definitely let me know what's going on if you're missing class. If anything is upsetting you, anything you want to talk to me about, let me know. We do have counselors and advisors on campus that we can connect you with if you want to talk to them instead of me. But don't let anything get to the point where you just get really upset and it's just not working out for you. Please reach out and let us know what's going on. Since you guys are at home, some of these things will not apply. So if you want to eat and drink, that's fine. Just obviously don't let it take it away from your experience in class. Try and minimize having others around you so they're not distracting you from class. And I will try to wrap up. I know we're going a little bit over our class time, but I just wanted to make sure you were aware of the different classroom policies before I let you go. But I will try to let you out right at 12:30 when class ends. And then your general course schedule. This is very broad, but it just kind of shows you, which sections and exams we will be working on and when they are coming up. So just a little bit of that at the end here. So the big things, your big takeaway should be attendance should be 90%. Homework requirement is 90%. You do get 3 attempts on your quizzes. You get to drop your lowest chapter exam score. Just some of those things. Again, if you have not looked through WebAssign, please sign up for that. I will open up your homework as soon as I'm done with class today. I actually just wanted to make sure you guys were able to get into WebAssign because I was not sure with the first day access with WebAssign how that would look like, but it looks like you guys were able to get in. So I'm really excited about that. This is going to be a great class. It is going to be different from college algebra, but I think you will enjoy learning about trigonometry. There will be applications where you will actually get to use this. And I think with some of you going into engineering and computer science kind of thing, I think you will see some applications that you may already be familiar with. So I think this is going to be an exciting course. I'm really excited about having all of you in this class. It's nice to see some familiar faces, but it's also nice to see some new of you. So please reach out. Let me know how I can help you, okay? So guys, we are done for today. I will see you on Wednesday at 11:15. Please watch sections 1.1 and 1.2 video lectures, and we'll be ready to dive in starting Wednesday. So if you have any questions, please stay back. Otherwise, I will see you on Wednesday morning.
Do we have any homework?
Once I open up chapter 1, if you want to look around and start working on it, you can. Or if you want to wait till Wednesday, you can.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care. Be safe. See you on Wednesday morning.
Miss, I had a quick question.
Yeah, sure.
Signed in the website. And
say that one more time.
I was trying to log into the website.
What are you seeing?
I don't know. Can I just share my screen and then I'll show you like.
Okay, I might have to give you permission to share your screen. I always have to look through my options here to remember how to give you permission. I think it comes from here. Okay, see if that gave you the option.
Yeah, it did.